Elic119. Hey guys, Elic119 here with some rather interesting gameplay. Now I want to go ahead and apologize in advance for my mouse. For some reason whenever I took the clip later and tried to edit it, it showed the mouse a little bit to the left and a little bit above where I'm actually clicking. Aside from that, I'm going to be playing Akali top. It's one of my first couple times playing her. I know I have a skin, but it was on sale and I decided, well, everyone needs a good skin every now and then, and apparently this is the top rated skin. Decided to go ahead and try it out. First time using this skin actually. Now you might have noticed that I started out with a ward. That's an accident. The other team does not have a jungler, but that leads me to explain why. When a couple of my friends and I got together, we decided we wanted to have kind of a troll game where we wanted to go 5v5 in a normal game, but we all wanted to take teleport, as you might have just seen there. But the goal was to backdoor within the 20-minute mark. We thought we could pull off a win in under 20 minutes, maybe get a video on it, it'd be pretty impressive. But unfortunately, the other team decided they wanted to troll too. How is the other team trolling, you might ask? Well, let me explain to you, random YouTube user. They have 5 AD carries. Well, when we were coming into this game, we didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, but as we quickly find out, 5 AD carry teams start out the game rather strong, and also AD carries get stronger the later they go. You might notice that I'm paired top with a Varus and an Ashe. Very unfortunate for Akali early game. She's very weak until she hits about level 6, then she gets her ultimate and she can combo them down to pretty much 0 in about half a second. But early game, they both have a higher poke than me, a lot longer range, and they managed to get me down pretty quickly. I have to kind of retreat around here, hug turret. I have to be very defensive this game if I want to live. Taking a closer look at Akali herself as a champion, I'm going to go over a couple pros and cons. First and most important pro, of course, is she has an insane amount of burst damage. Another pro of Akali's is that she can easily escape with her Twilight Shroud and her Shadow Dance. Her Twilight Shroud is her W, which is that bubble. Lasts about 8 seconds and it gives her invisibility while she is in that bubble and for a short amount of time while she is outside of it, while her R is her ultimate. You'll see that later in the video. Being a little bit too offensive while waiting for Jarvan to initiate, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of damage before the fight even starts. Wasting no time, Jarvan leaps into the fight, but unfortunately I'm not quite fast enough to get there. I placed down my Twilight Shroud, but nope, slow was not enough to catch up to them. Fortunately, the gank wasn't a complete failure as we saw Ashe burn her flash as she tried to get away from Jarvan. Oh, and I forgot to note, before everyone starts flaming up the comments saying, Akali needs a nerf, she's too strong, or, oh, I can counter her, you just need a Nivea or a Darius everywhere, I'm just going to go ahead and say that she does have cons, some of which are actually pretty terrible. One of her biggest cons is that she gets targeted so quickly in team fights. If you blink, you're probably going to get focus. If you breathe, probably going to get focus, and if you kill someone, you're probably going to die immediately. At this point in time, I'm just trying to play it a little bit safe, try and get some minions. I have about 6, so not the best game I've ever had with minions, but it'll go for a start. Jarvan goes for another gank, and I do pick up an assist, not quite the kill, but it'll get me somewhere. Right now what I'm going for is I probably should get a little bit of defense first in the game, probably build a Thornmail and then a Warmogs. But eventually later game, if I want to have any presence at all, I'm going to need to start building a Hex Tech and go for a little damage. Now that I've finally picked up my first kill, I can get a little bit of gold, head back, and start getting some items to hopefully have a little bit more presence. Anyways, as you may have already noticed, I'm running about 30 FPS right now with the lowest settings, and you might be asking yourself, why is it that bad? It's because I'm running on a Mac. Whenever I first got this Mac, I did not intend on making YouTube videos. But, well, I'm giving it a try. If you guys like my videos, I'd really appreciate it if you gave me some feedback, some comments, hopefully good ratings. If you give me dislikes, I guess that tells me I need to work on stuff. And remember to subscribe. So far, my goal has been to get at least one video a week out, whether it be just gameplay, a couple clips. Hopefully going to get some how-tos and tutorials, some advice on new champions, tips and trick kind of stuff. But if you guys are interested mainly in getting information on new champions as soon as they come out, remember to subscribe. As we near the end of the laning phase and enter into the mid-late game, our team decides to split push. We have Diana going top and we have Draven going bottom. All 5 of the enemy team members are going mid, so hopefully we'll have a chance to get some work done, get a couple extra gold. Draven ults in the middle. Jarvan, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's going in the middle, but at least he was a distraction. Keeping them at bay for a couple minutes. Looks like Diana is pushing closer and closer to tower. She finally hits it. Hit by an Ashe arrow. Draven decides to go forward a little bit, but unfortunately backs off. Could have been a quick, easy pickup kill. Diana does take tower, giving us that little extra gold. They take tower mid, though. We cannot stop that, we decide. Run back and wait for the next opportunity. While we're waiting here, Kog'Maw pops off a few ults, do a little damage, and Draven decides to initiate. I am able to take him down in the middle of Jarvan's ultimate. He does target Misfortune. Misfortune is able to kill him, but I'm able to pick up the double kill and get away very closely. That was a 2-for-2 exchange, but we did get 2 towers and the enemy team only got 1. Having recalled and got a little bit more health and a little bit more armor, I'm able to pick up a double kill right there. They do get away. Go to Dragon and catch another one. It'll secure me a triple kill. Misfortune does kill Draven, unfortunately. She seems to be getting the most fed in this game, so hopefully my team will realize that we need to target her. By the way, guys, let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see in any of my videos. I'm going to be doing a couple interesting setups in a couple games here. I'm going to be probably doing a little bit of AP Tristana mid, try and do AP Skarner mid, but anyways, I do finish off my Warmogs here. I managed to take middle tower. Misfortune comes up, but she's not able to do much. Right about here, what you're going to see is you're going to see Varus flashing into the Baron pit to try and get away with Darius closely behind him. We do catch up and get the assist. With one of them down, we do start to take it mid. Nah, not quite sure what to go in on here. It's an awkward team fight. My team is falling a little bit behind. Just getting away. Alright, Jarvan ults in. We take this time to lunge back into the fights. With all the confusion going on, I place my Twilight Shroud, pick up 1 kill. We lose 2, do pick up another one. That Darius right there is ultimate. We all know that Darius. Hey, I want this kill. Take. Alright, do pick up a second kill here. I do not like Misfortune getting away. Running a little bit low health here. Notice my team is completely gone. Sorry, guys. I do place down my Twilight Shroud, try and throw them off. Hopefully they'll think I'm heading towards blue, but Draven misses his snare. Do get away safely from this fight. Alright, now I get to recall. Hopefully get a little bit more health. Start building a Rhyalize. Need to get a little bit of damage in here. I have been picking up my team and carrying them on my back so far with 11-0-4. Just picked up another one on that. Now we're going to run back in for yet another team fight. These are happening quite frequently right now, so it is entering the late game phase. Jarvan ults yet again. We do burst them down quite quickly. Got a 3-for-0 exchange. We will clean up and soak up that extra XP and gold. I'm going to go ahead and start taking mid turret again. Taking our second turret mid, we back off a little bit. Try and get... I do advance a little bit too far forward here. Kog'Maw probably could take me down there, but Darius saves me. Recall. Go ahead and build a little health. See that top lane is having a little bit of trouble now. Everyone's recalling. Jarvan just recalled. Gonna go ahead and teleport in. They need that extra help right then. Couldn't wait for that. Not quite able to pick up on another kill, but I do scare them off, allowing our team to get away. And with the other team in hot pursuit right behind us, not quite sure what to do. Darius decides to go ahead and wait in the bush for a second. Realizes that is a bad idea, and as I'm hit with 3 things all at once, got hit by Kog'Maw's ultimate, Misfortune's slow, and by an Ash Arrow. Jarvan ults in to try and save me. I place my Twilight Shroud, but I am not quite able to get away from that one. Giving the other team an almost ace will definitely give them advantage over us. Game's probably about tied now, even though they do have an inhibitor. We do have a little bit better teamwork, in my opinion. We have Draven going bottom to back door. He is getting chased by a Kog'Maw, but as he runs to us, Kog'Maw misses his ultimate, not knowing that we're here. We're able to pick up on an easy kill. Kog'Maw chases after Draven. With Kog'Maw completely down and not even hurting Draven that much, we're going to go ahead and take it back in. I am hit by yet another Ash Arrow. I decide that this is the good time with 4 of us here to go ahead and initiate a team fight with one of theirs down. Noticing that my team is not behind me, I try and do a little duck and cover inside my Twilight Shroud here. Jarvan ultimates for a distraction. I decided it's a better idea to go back into the middle of a team fight. Get my flash on cooldown so I have nowhere to go. Realize that my team is dead and Jarvan and I do separate. Well, sometimes those don't always go like you plan. Gonna have to go ahead and take it back mid, defend for a little while we have 2 people down. Diana's successful attempt at backdooring got her pretty far. She is being chased by Kog'Maw and eventually does give them a kill. We do lose second top turret. Managed to chase down Misfortune for yet another kill. And while I'm at it, I just want to go ahead and say these guys I'm playing with are close personal friends. So any jokes about my friends, that's for me to do. They're okay with that, I think. But as we go ahead and head back down bottom lane, clear some minions. Jarvan has no chance. He ults just to try and distract for a little while as we defend. Our inhibitors are respawning soon. Well, at least we could distract them for a minute. Our inhibitors are probably going to go back down here in a second. Not quite able to. Kog'Maw does push back forward when he probably should not have. We take him down easily. Misfortune's in the middle of her ultimate. Darius needs to flash over the wall to save himself. He got that. Gonna act like we're going back to defend our turrets. If they start pushing a little bit more, I'm going to turn the fight on them. I lunge after the Draven. Misfortune caught in a little bit of confusion, out a little bit past where she should have. Go ahead and keep focusing Draven. After 10 combos at least, he finally goes down. Target Misfortune. And we're not going to be too offensive and chase down the others yet. We do need to defend as minions are attacking our inhibitor yet again. I'm not gonna lie, even just being in this game, it's so intense. I'm getting pretty psyched for team fights. I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm 12-1 and 15. I'm almost at that point where I'd be willing to take on 1v2s, 1v3s. I can definitely take any one of them head on as Akali. I have very tankiness. I reflect most of their damage, and luckily, my entire team decides to do what they were made for. With 5 teleports, 4 of us decide to go bottom. Diana decides to defend. Kog'Maw does get pulled in, flashes away, but I'm able to secure that kill. With low health, I'm a little confused and stuck in his ultimate. I do try and hide in the little corner of my Twilight Shroud, but it's not successful. Picked up 2 kills on that, but we also got a total of 3. The other team only got 1. That was worth it. They decide to go ahead and push with low health. Not the best idea. Darius does go down, but it allows the other 2 to get away. Alright, go ahead and buy a couple more items here. About to get a partially full build. I only have enough room for 1 more item after this one. Gonna go ahead and head mid. Try and take them off top lane. Pressure's looking pretty high up there. We do have Diana bottom. They are going unnoticed. We do have all of them up top. Hopefully we'll be able to distract and not get aced. If we ace, the game's over. If Diana keeps pushing, we might win. It's one of those very close inning games. Jarvan ults in the middle of it. I do take down Misfortune as quickly as possible, focusing Draven next as he is the squishiest. Varus starts to run, and I get a little bit confused on who I should target here. I am able to take down Varus, and then Kog'Maw is able to get me. But for some reason, I am not too upset about dying right there. And, oh, that's why Diana's inside their Nexus. She got the first 2 inner turrets. She's taking down their Nexus, and that will secure the win for our team. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a really great game. Hope you enjoyed my video. If there's anything you want to say, just go ahead and leave some comments. Give me some likes or, unfortunately, dislikes. If you like my videos and you want more content, remember to subscribe.